Yo, this is your boy DJ Versatile. Shout out USource Media and the whole crew. Got nothing but love for you guys. Bless up. Bye.
All right, welcome back. You're with USource Media. And just before we get started, you know, if you've been watching the shows, if you know what we're doing, I want you to hit that subscribe button, that like button. We've got plenty of videos with plenty of artists and talents that we've been doing out here, Melbourne City. Yeah, let's get into it. And today we've got a special guest, matter of fact, one of the best to ever do it, my homie, my personal friend, DJ Versatile.
Yes, sir.
What's up, brethren?
I'm good, brother. You good?
Everything good.
Yo, man, thanks for having me here, bro. I'm excited.
Of course,
just to kind of connect with you and, you know, connect with you guys online as well, you know, and just kind of chop it up for a little bit.
100%, exactly what we're about. So, you know, we're just going to get straight into it.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? And for the audience, why don't we just start telling them a little bit about yourself,
yeah.
DJ Versatile,
yeah,
you know, how it all came to be sort of thing.
So, yeah, so my name is Reggie. Like, I'm not one of those guys like, yo, I'm versatile, you know? My name is Reggie, you know what I mean? But my DJ name is Versatile. And, yeah, do what I said on the box, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do as many different styles of music as possible.
Yep.
And connect with as many people as possible, you know, across the different genres and different cultures as well, do you know what I mean?
100%.
Because a lot of time music is culture, you know what I mean? So.
All right. What sort of music are you into? Like, what's your vibes like? Personally.
I mean, you see me doing this. You see me always doing this. I'm always representing for South Africa. So right now with the heat of Amapiano, you know what I mean? I'm always trying to push Amapiano. But obviously, you know, a bit of hip hop, bit of funk, a bit of disco. I've been doing this for about 20 years. So yeah, so we're going back, you know what I mean?
Skill.
I don't really count the 2 years that I was learning to be a DJ.
Okay.
Because back then, you know, you didn't have your controllers and your, you know, all of this. You had to do the vinyl.
You started with the original, the original equipment.
So like, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a DJ for, you know, before that, but for about 20 years, yeah.
All right, that's what's up. Why was DJing the #1 choice for you?
I don't know. Yes, just the connection with music. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always, I tell this story all the time. My mom always told me, if you knew your schoolwork as well as you knew the lyrics to the song,
I've heard this before.
You would have been a plus A student, you know what I mean?
I've heard this before, yeah, for real.
So, you know, I've always kind of had a connection to music and just the energy around music. So when I actually went to a party and I saw a friend of mine DJing and just how people would respond to the different songs the DJ was playing, I was like, that's what I want to do.
This is it. Matter of fact, just real quick before we continue, we've actually did a review on you on our Instagram a little while back. So we did one on DJ Versatile and it sort of touches base on, you know, such things, why you in love with the thing, why you sort of chose that path. So if you get a chance, check it out on our Instagram. It's also up on the webpage, USource Media. Yes, you can see the review on the brother right here. Yeah, tell us about the TOVCH brand that you're working with.
So yeah, my thing has always been, you know, moving to new city to new city. So before here, I was in China. Before China, I was in Thailand. Before Thailand, I was in England. Before England, I was in USA. Moving to a new city, you always kind of had to break into the scene.
Yeah.
So what I kind of found quite hard was breaking into the Melbourne and Australian scene. So what I ended up doing is just kind of starting my own radio show on Kiss FM. Shout out to Timmy on Kiss FM. Love you, brother. That gave me a shot, you know, to kind of do my own radio show. And then from doing the radio show, I then started doing my own events based off the radio show.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Look, other ventures that you have gotten into outside of sort of TOVCH, like you're a DJ, obviously you do promoter, you run a bit of event. Like what sort of ventures have you gotten into over the time of setting all this up, setting yourself up as your own sort of business entity? Yeah,
so like more recently, you know, I've kind of started working with different brands. So I've been working with Cocolero and then I've also started working with Denon that supports me and, you know, gives me like a lot of the amazing equipment that I get to use at different shows. And then now we're also working with Etch Sparkling. Do you know what I mean? So we, you know, trying to just get the different brands out there, give them a platform, but also like get them to support me. But then also recently I've kind of been working with artists, and one artist in particular is a a black fella called Ridzy Ray, who's like a really, really dope Aboriginal artist. So I've kind of also trying to move into a space of like working with different artists and kind of guiding their careers and trying to, you know, DJ for them, but also kind of show them the ropes and, you know, kind of get them into.
There you go. That's what we like. Spaces. That's what we like, you know what I mean? The ones with experience to sort of lead the new generation.
Yeah, come alongside, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You mentioned you've been to a few areas doing your DJ, you know, nationally and internationally. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, you know, travel opportunities as a DJ? So how did all that come about, and sort of, again, where did you go and what did you do there?
So yeah, I mean, while I was living in Thailand, I got to do a lot of the, you know, the bigger events, and started working with Pernod Ricard, which is like a big company that was like promoting different alcohol brands and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
So I got to work with them and got to do a lot of their like bigger shows. And then obviously moving to China, you know, starting my own brand in China. Then I got, you know, flown out to play different festivals, you know, in different cities, and I started running my own events in different cities. So I was based in Shanghai, then we started doing events in Guangzhou, Beijing, Wuhan, Nantong.
Well traveled.
Well
traveled, bro.
So, you know, getting around, you know, so it's been great, man. And then like my favorite thing was getting to work with the Beat Ship. So what the Beat Ship is like it's a festival on the water.
Okay.
And yeah, so we went from China to Hong Kong, and then back to China, and did like a hip hop festival on the water.
How long have you been, let's say, learning the process of DJing? Like, how long did it take? What steps did you have to go through to actually become the DJ that you are now? So versatile with all the genres that you play. Funny enough, but yeah, what was the learning process sort of like there?
I guess just like immersing myself into a particular genre, because like I've always had this kind of sense of like I can't call myself versatile if I'm just a hip hop DJ.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just an Afrobeats DJ or just a, you know, reggae dancehall DJ. So immersing myself into a particular genre or like music culture, and then kind of studying the art that different DJs utilize within that particular genre, and then just applying it within other genres, you know.
Yeah,
so
okay.
like the example, the pull up with, which is very like reggae dancehall, you know, type of thing, where it's like you play a song and then you pull it up, you know, and you start from the beginning. So
yep.
I'll do that with the hip hop track if it's hot, you know what I mean? So just kind of learning all the different skills with different genres, and then just applying it into like a normal set.
Any moments where you found so difficult that you were almost about to give up? And this is something for the newcomers, you know, the new generation and stuff, a little game for them. Like, how did you overcome your struggles of trying to learn this?
I tell you what, breaking into the Melbourne scene has been one of the most challenging like challenges that I've faced, I have to be honest. Just because Melbourne's so talent-soaked. There's so many dope DJs, you know what I mean? There's so many dope artists. So me coming from internationally, coming here, thinking like, you know, yo man, you know, I'm that guy, you know what I mean? Like I need to be rocking all these shows here. But just kind of having that closed door after closed door, you know what I mean? Like trying to get in touch with people, different promoters, you know, like, yo, give me a shot, you know what I mean? And that was so challenging, bro. I almost gave up DJing, bro, to be perfectly honest. You know, because I just found closed door after rejection, after closed door after rejection. But then, you know, you just pursue, and like, because I love this, bro. This is like part of who I am, you know. It's like, 100%. It's my right arm, bro, you know what I mean?
We can see that. I know that especially. So on that note, is there any sort of shout outs you want to give to like venues or promoting crews or stuff out here that have given you those sort of opportunities? I
mean, like I said, Timmy from Kiss FM has been like the day one. Okay. And then another day one homie and a personal friend of yours as well is DJ Kudo, who passed away recently.
Yeah, rest in peace to the homie. Yeah, definitely.
Kudo, man.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers for Kudo. You know, he's been one of the day ones, you know what I mean? That came alongside me, and we started doing some stuff together. And then obviously my other homie that I'm doing touch with, G, DJ Lego, or Lego Selector. He's obviously been, you know, very influential in you know, me getting to the point where I am now.
Nice. So there's a few there. Who else have you worked with? Like, as far as event companies, maybe some sponsors?
Yeah.
Like in that sort of sense, who have also put you on? You know what I mean? Because I think you were sponsored by Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken, at one stage.
Yes.
Yeah, how did all that come about and what came out of that?
Yeah, so I was
a big company. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I was the key opinion leader for Red Bull in China. So China actually had its own Red Bull called Hongniao, which is like the golden can. If you've ever been to China, you know, it's like the little gold can. So they had their own thing. So the carbonated Red Bull was not available in China. So when they finally got the license and the permission to work in China, I just managed to get in there and connected with Red Bull and became one of their key opinion leaders for yeah, and like their DJ for their different events, and they sponsored a lot of my events that I was doing in China at the time. So that's definitely like, you know, one of the big ones that I've kind of worked with. But I've worked with Pioneer. I shouldn't say that. Don't listen. But yeah, no, Dennis the new baby. That was my ex. You're the new one. But yeah, I worked with Pioneer on a couple of different projects as well. Yeah, worked with Fashion TV. I've worked with Absolute Vodka. I've worked with, yeah, quite a few companies. Toyota, actually, from Japan, when they did like this dream challenge where they encourage people to live their dreams. So, and they sponsored my event. So, yeah, so a couple of big names. Yeah.
A lot of opportunities out there if you really push for it, you know,
yes,
if you really go looking for it. What have your past events been like? And let's bring it back to sort of the TOVCH brand that you've been working on. What have the past events been like? Because I believe we're coming up to the 5th anniversary.
The 5th birthday, right? Yes, sir. So we...
Let us know a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we, I don't know, for me, TOVCH has always kind of been a brand that I've wanted to kind of express a bit of who I am. So like the whole TOVCH concept is like, you know, getting people in touch with each other. You know what I mean? And getting people in touch with good music. Right, so what I'd always try to do is do different genres of music. So one of my event brands within TOVCH is called TOVCH, and TOVCH is like a global music thing. So I'd get different DJs from different countries. So a Brazilian DJ will play baila funk, an Indian DJ will play bhangra, you know, South African DJ will play kwaito, SA house, amapiano. You know, then we'll get like a Jamaican DJ that'll play reggae, dancehall. Do you know what I mean? So that was kind of one of my favorite events to do, because, you know, it's like connecting people that won't necessarily listen to baila funk, but they'll come to my event, and after the reggae DJ is playing, a baila funk DJ will play. So then they'll stick around and they'll be like, oh, what is this music? You know what I mean? And then just to get them in touch with different genres.
Giving them a little something different all in the one sort of venue.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's,
so
that's,
yeah,
that's
and then that's kind of what the 5th birthday is about. We're trying to get people together and then just give people just a good experience of just having fun and enjoying an event. It's not necessarily about a reggae event. It's not necessarily about an Afrobeats event, you know what I mean? So we've got like different DJs playing different sounds. We've got like Afrobeats, we've got dancehall, you know what I mean? We've got a bit of hip hop, R&B. But then we've also got like spoken word. We've got a really talented poet that's coming to do a spoken word. We've also got pop-up shops that's coming to do some clothing. So Naisha, shout out to Naisha, that's coming to do her clothing brand. We've also got a food truck in Vola Foods, which is an African food truck. So if you feel for that jollof rice, you better come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know about the Vola Foods. Shout out to Vola Foods.
Vola Foods, yeah. Shout out to Ash and Vola Foods. And yeah, then we got the Mighty Goodies Hi-Fi that's going to set up their sound system and is going to be booming out the sounds over at Kindred Studio, who's run by a close friend of mine, Sherry. Shout out to Sherry as well. Because she's obviously, you know, given us the space to be able to do the event. So we're doing an like outdoor event in the beginning. So they've got a beautiful wooden beer garden outside. So we're doing that in the daytime, family friendly. So bring your family, bring your kids, and bring your babies and your fur babies, and come and hang out. And then we're doing the pop-up shop. There's also going to be a live art piece done by Mr. Congo, who I think you guys had on.
Mr. Congo, yes, yeah, definitely we're familiar with him.
Yeah, so Mr. Congo is going to be there, and he's actually the host of the whole night. So he's doing some artwork, pop-up shop, DJs, artists, and like I said, the headline act is going to be Reggie Ray, who's like, you know, the artist that I'm kind of working with and kind of.
Yeah.
But then we've also got, you know, a couple of other guys, the Shutters. I'm sure you know.
Max and them,
Max and them. So Max and Klutz is coming through to represent. We've also got Toomey the Bee, which is an incredible artist as well. So we got a full lineup of like killers.
And that's a beautiful thing about these events that, you know, promoters like yourself, DJs like yourself put on. It also brings the artist community together. And,
absolutely.
You know, we get to run into each other every now and then, and you know, catch up in that sense in the same space.
Yes.
Somewhere where we all love doing, you know, similar things. So no, it's good. It's always good to turn up to one of these shows, and I believe it's May. When
the 6th of May, Saturday, the 6th of May. We're kicking off at 3 p.m. We're going till 3 a.m. So you got 12 hours of food. You got 12 hours of beautiful people, multinationals.
Vibes.
You've got a beautiful venue. I cannot wait for you guys to see Kindred. Bandroom, it's a beautiful venue. You guys have to come and check it out. And, you know, different artists. We got, you know, some delicious drinks from our sponsors, and from obviously from some other entities within the venue itself. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like the last one we did there, we had TOVCH for our 3rd anniversary. This is like, you know, and then COVID. So, you know, we've kind of had we didn't do our 4th, but now we're doing our 5th back at Kindred. So we had Ben TOVCH and his lovely wife Saida that came and blessed us, and we had the Shutters and we had DJs, and it was a great time. So I'm looking forward to this one, because we're adding that, but we're adding a little bit more, you know, a little bit more spice on the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a bit more salt on that. All right. Look, you're obviously putting in a lot of hard work getting this together. You got a lot of collaborating partners, artists, food vendors and things like that. Will you be performing yourself?
I will actually. I definitely.
There it is.
You know, bro. You know, I'm gonna do.
Like, is the homie gonna represent?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be DJing. I'm not too sure exactly what sound I'm gonna be playing.
Yep.
It's probably gonna be some Afro. Like but you know, who knows?
Who knows? Mix it up on the day.
You'll have to come and see what I'm gonna play.
All right, cool. Look, why don't we just take a little break?
Yeah.
We're gonna come back towards second part. USource Media, DJ Versatile. Yeah, cheers, yo.
Cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Yo, this is you guys, Versatile, and I've got to give a big shout out to USource Media, where you get your source with force. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, bro, I'm hyped about the event, man. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
It's, and I'm glad you guys are, you know.
Thanks for getting USource
on
onto
well.
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the Clique Online, we're actually on the. We'll be coming through doing our thing.
I'm
and,
excited.
You know, we're all about promoting this artist, the community, and the events. So it should be a good gig. Should really
we
be
back?
We're back. Anxiety can be a big thing when you're up on stage, as you probably know and probably felt many a times through the different sort of crowd numbers that you've performed for. How do you sort of manage your anxiety when you're up there doing your thing? Because this is live, you know.
Yeah.
Little room for error.
Yeah, there's very little room for error. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the anxiety is more before.
Okay.
The actual when I step onto the decks, you know what I mean, into the DJ booth, and just like, you know, kind of checking out the vibe, checking out the crowd, and kind of seeing who's there, and you know, kind of getting a bit of butterflies, you know, is my USB gonna work?
All the
you
little technical things.
All of those little technical things, like is the other DJ, you know, gonna be okay for me to, you know? So there's all of that, but like once I play my first track, then I just get like zone. Like super into the zone, you know what I mean? And obviously just, you know, execute, because again, it's for me, this is like, it's breathing, you know what I mean? I've done it for so many years, and it's like, it's quite natural for me to kind of just, you know, jump up and rock a thing while I'm there, but like more beforehand.
More beforehand, okay, that's what's up. How long did it take you to build this TOVCH brand of yours? Just getting a little bit more specific with sort of the nitty-gritty details, like what did it really take to put it together, and the effort, and the obviously from that you might have had moments where you'd want to sort of be like, oh nah, forget this is not, potentially, I mean, this is not working, but what kept you going? How long did it take you to build it to a level where you're like, this is legit?
Yeah, I think that 3-year mark was where I kind of felt comfortable, because initially, you know, when you're starting out your event brand, you know, you can't necessarily go and say, oh, but, you know, we charge you $25 for a ticket to come to the event. You got to kind of build it up, you know what I mean? So we've been blessed to work with several different venues. Grumpy's is one of them, and then 30 Dirk and Section 8. And yo, shout out to the whole Section 8 crew. Like, you guys have been nothing but a blessing, you know what I mean, for hosting artists like myself to come and do events, you know what I mean? And kind of just, you know, getting the brand out there, you know, kind of building up our kind of audience, and trying to get people familiar. And again, like, I by no means feel like, you know, we've made it at all, you know, it's a process. So for me, it's also just about continuing to just expand on what we've already achieved. Like, we're always trying to do the next thing. That's why this time, you know, we're doing the pop-up, you know what I mean? We're doing the food, you know what I mean? The food truck, you know, and we got new sponsors on board as well. So I'm always trying to expand and always do bigger and better than what I've done before. But every now and then we'll just, you know, do a little something at the local bar, you know.
Just to keep that hype up.
Yeah, just, you know, keep the crew together. You know, I get to play some of the music that I really enjoy playing if I'm doing a themed night. It's taken quite a bit, you know, and even after 5 years of doing it now in May, I still feel like we've got a long way to go, but I feel like we've come a long way. Yeah,
well done. Okay, cool. Marketing strategies and things like that with building up a brand like this, like what sort of avenues did you take? You know, social media.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of using like big posters and stuff and getting them printed across the city. So your strategies of actually opening up the label to the city.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give away all my secrets.
Not too much, obviously. But did you find it a bit of a process? Like, it's something you really have to delve into and try and understand?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's always kind of been, and this is where I've learned to just kind of go a bit more direct. Because I feel like hitting people up, like, personally, with a personal touch and saying, hey man, I'm doing this event, I'd love for you to come. And like, a lot of people respond more to that type of invite instead of seeing like a sponsored post on Instagram or a sponsored post on Facebook. You know what I mean? Obviously that helps to kind of get everybody else familiar with it, but like, for me, it's always kind of been, hit up the people.
Like more that one-on-one
sort
of experience.
So a lot of times people are like, oh, like, you know, after I'm done DJing, people say, oh, you know, great set, you know what I mean? We'll have to listen to your music again when you're doing your next thing. And I'm like, oh, by the way, I do this, you know what I mean? And then get their details and then tell them, hey man, I'm actually doing this event, so.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that personal experience is very important. Not just asking people for them likes. Things like that. No, I get you.
But I do appreciate the likes.
Of course. Any shout outs to artists that you've worked at? I know you've mentioned a few.
Yeah.
But on a sort of any shout outs to the artists that you've worked with, whether it be other DJs, performers, any sort of talents out here, or any shout outs to ones that you'd like to work with? Yeah.
I mean, I've, you know, like I said, you know, Kudo's been like the day one, you know what I mean? And obviously his passing has left a big gap, you know what I mean? But I mean, people like yourself, bro, like you've been nothing but a brother that I can lean on and that I can count on, you know what I mean? And I can shoot some ideas at you. You'd be like, yeah, cool, what about this, what about that, you know? And kind of bounce, you know? Congo is definitely another one of the people that I really appreciate because, you know, he's very creative. You know what I mean? Like even his thinking, like you saw his drip, right? You saw the way he dresses. He's super creative and, you know, very different. So I appreciate that.
Oh, he stand out. He stand out for sure.
You know what I mean? Like that artistry and kind of giving me some ideas in terms of, and pushing me to kind of push the boundaries as well. Do you know what I mean? So Congo, Ridzi is another brother that I'm really appreciate working with. You know, he's a young dude, very, very talented. He makes his own beats, you know, he writes his own stuff. You know, he puts other people on, like we did the St. Kilda Fest not so long ago, and he got, you know, two of his mates, Congo and ACP, which is another incredible artist as well. And shout out to ACP as well. Other DJs that I really appreciate, you know, like, and this is going back to South Africa, it's a DJ, Ready D. And he's like a South African icon, you know. He was always the guy that I was like, looked up to, you know what I mean? So he's still doing his thing, you know what I mean? You know, a couple of artists and DJs here. Like I said, Lego is another homie of mine. Yeah, man, like there's too many, like my brain's, there's too many debates. I'm going to be here all night, you know, shouting everybody out.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I hear that. For the new generation coming up, as tedious as this game can be, any inspirational sort of words that you would give sort of the young'uns as a whole, what would you let them know?
I guess
sort of keep going with what they do.
Yeah, I guess whether you say you can or whether you say you can't, you're right. Do you know what I mean? Like if you want to be a DJ and you want to be good, be great at what you do, and you pursue it, no matter what comes in your way, no matter like like I said, the setbacks, or like, you know, when I started, like nobody was messing with me. You know what I mean? But you know, it was just like, this is in my blood. You know what I mean? So I just pursued. So if you say you can do it, you will find a way to do it. You know what I mean? So if you're starting on doing or learning how to mix, like learn to mix and like just be an expert at mixing. You know what I mean? If you want to kind of have a different style, you know, kind of, you know, learn from other people. Do you know what I mean? YouTube is a great resource to be able to learn different things. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
If you want to pursue the career in it, like, go for it. It's music has been so amazing for me. Like, I can't even. It's quite emotional, bro. Like, to be honest, like the things that I've managed to do, you know, through the love of music that I have, you know, and I get to serve, you know what I mean? I get to help out with community events, you know what I mean? I get to help out with my church, you know, doing some events for them and DJing for them. So I get to use my gift, you know, not just to only enrich and stimulate myself, but I get to help other people, like, you know, doing DJ clinics, you know, which is what I was doing.
That's what's up.
Helping other
I guess
people.
that was going to be one of my questions as well. Like, I know that, you know, you're a very community sort of based DJ as well. You know, we all got our own thing going on that we're trying to build for our personal reasons, our family and stuff, but I know that you like to get out there in community. You've seen a lot of sort of street level performances and stuff that you just love to put on.
Yes, man.
You able to sort of let us know a little bit about that? And you mentioned things like your church and all that. Like, how do you get involved with all that?
I guess,
what sort of love does that bring back to you as a person?
I guess it's, you know, it's putting yourself out there. Obviously, it's very daunting because you don't know if people are going to accept you or reject you. Like, you know, oh, look at this guy with the long hair. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the gap teeth. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times you can become a bit self-conscious and not necessarily want to put yourself out there. But, you know, if you really put yourself out there in love and with passion, you know what I mean? Like, you can really achieve a lot and help a lot of people. And that for me has been the thing, just to, you know, get out there with my gift and try to help other people and help different entities and, you know, just trying to help, man. I've been so blessed with you know, the ability and, you know, with stability within my family circle, that for me to kind of step outside of what I'm comfortable with and help other people or help other entities has always been a blessing.
That's what's up. That's what's up, and that's that's a good thing to hear too, because like USource Media, we're here for the community. We love bringing people together, and we're building like, you know, like anybody else.
Yo, and for real, like, if you guys are looking for people to help build your stuff and to get you guys a platform, USource is where it's at, man. For real.
Appreciate
it. For real.
100%. Come through, you know what I mean? Hit us up on the channels, DM on the social media, and we'll see if we can give you something to work with. We're more than happy to work with most people out here. Just got to bring your game, like the homie right here. You know what I mean? Putting in work. Where are the best sort of locations to find any of your details? Like, where would you like the crowd to sort of look for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was Facebook, but now, you know, Facebook is
it's flooded and faded.
Nah, it's done. Facebook, Facebook is like, and yeah, you can quote me on this. Facebook is like MySpace. The end of MySpace. It's like where Facebook is at right now. I know, yeah. You remember MySpace? I'm sure you remember MySpace. When
I remember MySpace.
And then like MySpace
just wiped it out. Yeah.
So that's where Facebook is at. So you can find me on Instagram. I'm doing my thing on Instagram at VERSEATILLE. So that's versatile. And with the TOVCH brand, you can go at TOVCH.ENT. So that's where you can find me.
So that's the main two platforms right there. And from there, I'm sure you'll be able to find everything else that
yes, sir.
DJ Versatile does here. You know what? We're pretty much wrapped up there, fam. I want to thank you heaps for coming into the show, giving a little insight into what you do. Yeah, man. How you've come up, how you've been supporting the community out here. Yeah. And you know, we're looking forward to the show coming up in May. Yeah. TOVCH 5th birthday. Footscray Kindred Studios, 6th of May. Saturday, 6th of May. Saturday the 6th of May. 3 p.m. Come and grab some jollof rice. Come and grab some Etch Sparkling, some Cocolero. Come kick it with us. Come in and hang out and, you know, get on, because you guys are coming to film as well. Yeah. So, we should be there. We should be there in numbers. Come and let's flash your pearly smiles at the cameras and get on the USource platform. Yeah. All right. Thanks again for watching the show. We're pretty much at the end right here. You know, it was our pleasure having this special guest, DJ Versatile, on the show. So again, hit that subscribe, hit a like, drop a comment. We got the YouTube channel. We got all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, Twitter. So you're going to be able to find us. But right now, we out. Peace.